Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Everybody's favorite day of the week, Thursday. Jank Pack Thursday is back. The Wheel o' Jank, 71 entries. The wheel dwindles, but yet the universe will refill it. Actually, talking to Perch. He's like, "Hey, got you some stuff. Be warned, might be gum." The things I do for my fans, or something like that. I mean, last week we had Backstreet Boys. Still don't know. I really don't. However, we will continue on. We have shuffled enough. Let us spin. And today, being September the 12th, back in 1940, big archaeological discovery near Montignac. Montignac, I believe, is pronounced in France. In 1940, four teenagers and their faithful doggo discovered a collection of prehistoric cave paintings, the Lascaux cave paintings, between 15 and 17,000 years old, the most complete and beautiful record of the Upper Paleolithic period. And with that said, speaking of Paleolithic period, a For the Pulls pack comes out, and it's antique cars. There's no gum, but there's antique cars. So this is going to be fun because we all love looking at old cars. So bear with me. We'll be at the table in a little bit. As we settle into the table, we have the box. Doesn't it look just a little bit different without that giant neon, I can't even remember what it was, orange, yellow Backstreet Boys thing back there? Almost makes you miss it. Almost. We dig in for some antique cars. Thankfully, not antique gum. Sorry, Barry. Mario Bros. Antique cars. Let's go. We have seen these before, and they are just a fun little set. Let's see if we can remember the year. Copyright Panini Canada. Shout out Canada. And coming from Canada, from this guy right here, For the Pulls, the man, the myth, the legend, the spinach. What else you would like to throw in? And don't forget, be staying tuned to his channel and Julie Farnham's channel for future announcements on... Oh, come on. We're almost done with this thumb. The nail is to the point where I can actually almost cut it so it quits getting hung up on things. Sorry, got a random text there. We have not yet decided what the Allen and Ginter, the Great Spinach Hunt, coming March 1st, 2025, by the way, is going to be, because I don't think Topps has released the checklist yet. But once we figure it out, stay tuned, because we're hunting geese, we're hunting spinach, we're hunting the CN Tower, and then we're going to hunt whatever else in the world Topps decided to throw into Allen and Ginter this year. But again, stay tuned to Julie Farnham and For the Pulls, and we get into antique cars. And actually, did we ever pull this before? We got the checklist. The Great Depression. Oh, I did not know that's how they broke it down. Well, how cool is that? We love checklists. Nope. Card number 1, here we go. Look at that. That is the definition, folks, of a land yacht. The 1942 Lincoln Continental. With a 292 V12, 130 horsepower, max speed of 95, and priced brand new at $3,174. Good luck even getting a original tire for that price. Only 200 made, even worse. The new 1942 Continental was massive in appearance, mainly due to its new front end. The V12-2 was new and gained 10 horsepower over the previous model. God, the styling back then, and I know, everybody's more concerned about aerodynamics and this and that, but come on. Just there. When this drove down the road, you knew it was a Cadillac. 100% certainty. The 1939 Cadillac 60 Special. With a 346 V8, a 5.7 liter, pretty decent size engine, 135 horsepower, didn't have a max speed. Price in 1939, $22.45. Made 225 of them. The 60 Special, now bodied by Fleetwood. Fleetwood would be huge in Cadillac throughout. Was offered an optional sunshine turret top, a sunroof. Turret top is a great term for a sunroof. I firmly believe that. Oh, we've got us. I think we've seen him before. Gianni and Agnelli. Motor Mechanics. Giovanni Agnelli was was full of enthusiasm. I learned how to read the other day. For motor mechanics, he joined a group of nobles who wanted to build the first Italian automobile. But the group was soon dissolved and Agnelli was left in full control of the new company. Agnelli adopted Henry Ford's revolutionary methods at his own company, Gianni Agnelli. Gianni, son of Giovanni, God bless Italy, followed his father at the helm of the company and made Fiat, a company we all know very well, the largest Italian automobile manufacturer at the time. I can't remember who is now. Might still be Fiat, actually. I love these. The Duesenberg J. Murphy convertible sedan from 1930. That is just regal and luxury. A 6.9-liter L8. Forgot that they did make them in L's for a while. 265 horsepower with 116 top speed. Good. That's impressive getting something that heavy that fast. 17,950 in 1930. Imagine that one. In 1930, the price of the Duesenberg chassis ranged from $14,750 to $17,950. I forgot about that. You got the chassis, and then you had to take it to a coach builder. And then, so basically, no two Duesenbergs were identical, even if they were the exact same chassis. You then had to get a coach builder to dress it up for a few dollars more. So all the styling, the body and whatnot, that was added on to the rolling chassis, which is what the customer actually purchased. Ooh. The 1911 Simplex 90 Tourabout. That's a neat little thing. An L4 engine with 90 horsepower. No one knows what it could do, but it was $6,250 in 1911. The Simplex was one of the most renowned cars of its period. Production lasted from 1907 to 1919. Well, if production was so good, why do they not have any records of, how many were made? That's a lot of money in 1911. The 1933 Cadillac 452C convertible Victoria. God, those are just stunningly beautiful cars. A V16 7.4-liter engine with 165 horsepower, which is very low for something that huge. 90 mile-an-hour maximum speed, $7,500 for one of the 126 in 1933. In 1933, Cadillac was planning to build 400 of its V16 452Cs. However, production was stopped shortly after the 126th car left the production line. When you see a number like that, it makes you think that something happened, not that they just decided to stop, because who would stop at 126 and not, an odd number, 120, 125, etc. Look at that. Now, this Duesenberg probably has the exact same chassis underneath as the previous one. They don't look the same. The 1935 Duesenberg S.J. Bowman and Schwartz Town Car. God, it is a stunner. With a 6.9-liter L8, 320 to 400 horsepower. Wow. 130 miles an hour. Unclear what the price was, which meant it was very expensive because it was only 36. The body of this 553rd Duesenberg J was designed by J. Herbert Newport and built by Bowman and Schwartz. Okay, so that's why they would have interesting names, because you saw this one, it was the J. Murphy, this is the Bowman and Schwartz, so it was usually named after the coach builder. And our final one, wow, look at that. The 1937 Hispano-Suiza J12 68 BIS Sauchik. Good luck. That's all I got to say. A 690 11.3-liter V12, 220 horsepower, 110 miles an hour, it cost $40,000 in 1937. They made 120 of them. No, that's production. I wonder how many were actually sold. That's an interesting question. The engine of this car was an evolution of the standard J12 9.4-liter engine. Only 120 J12 cars were built between 1931 and 1938. And, wow, so in an 8-year period, there was only 120 of those with that engine. God, that sounds like a massive engine. You tune that thing up, God, that would go all day, every day. I love these because they remind me of the old concept cars, from back, especially in the 40s and 50s. They would just go completely off the wall. Most of them never got made, but man, they were fun to look at. I think there's actually books of picture photo, like coffee table books of old obsolete, I guess would be the best term for it, concept cars. Always fun to look at. And now, thank you, FTP. Those are really fun. I really, really like them. I really kind of want to complete the whole set just to see what's in there. I think I might have a few more packs in there, or can get some. The shout out of the week, and we are going down under. Leaf fan down under, at the time of this recording, sitting at 684. Shockingly low for them. That should be the 1.6K, but rapidly approaching 700. We need to make sure to push them up to 700. Leaf fan down under, Mrs. Leaf fan down under, Cato Leaf fan down under. They've got them all. What can you say? The biggest Austin Matthews hunters in all of creation. You can tell when they're filming, no matter where you are on this globe. You can tell when they're filming when they pulled an Austin Matthews, because you can hear Mrs. Leaf fan down under singing out the praises to the universe. Plus, she is also the reason that none of us can pronounce John Tavares' last name any different way. You know what I'm talking about. Just pulled the hunt pack. Anyway, make sure, link to them down below. If you know them, you know them. If you don't know them, sub them up. If you do know them, tell a friend. We need to get them to 700 very, very soon, because they are absolutely deserving of it. So I just pulled the hunt pack. Pardon me, but football's back. My mental health is already tanked, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Zach, but the Steelers won. Yeah, the Steelers won 18-10. They didn't score a touchdown. The stat lines weren't bad. It's just nobody did anything. I felt my beard get grayer as I was following that football game. Thank you, kicker and defense. Which is, oddly enough, the same reason that I survived the Sticks G's Eliminator pool this week, because only two of us brave souls, I saw the thing today, myself and Adam's Card Closet, were the only two that decided to trust the Bears in week one, and boy, was it close. I figured it would take 2 or 3 games before Caleb Williams showed that he doesn't have the speed of the NFL, but he did it right on week 1. So I went ugly early. Now I never have to worry about the Bears again. I don't know what's going to happen this week. I don't know. I'm going to do some thinking about it after this. And I won fantasy. Fantasy football's back. Sorry, Brian. And weirdly enough, all 3 of them came down to a kicker and the defense. I had the Jets kicker. He had the Jets defense. And San Francisco went ham on the Jets defense, unfortunately. But Aaron Rodgers survived, so I'm very happy about that. And now we hunt. We hunt for Goldblum, because one day we're going to get him. Julie Farnham just opened some of this stuff recently, and she got one of the Jurassic Park crossover lands. Did not get a Goldblum, but we're hunting for Goldblum. We are going to get him. I don't care if I have to get another box of this stuff. We're getting freaking Jeff Goldblum. The Arkbound Mouser, but we do get a cat. That one's going to Julie Farnham. We have our foil, the Waterwind Scout, a beautiful foil merfolk. Love the foil. Here is our rare Kite Sail Larcenist, a human pirate. Ward 1, which means anytime you see Ward, it's going to have something after it, a 1, an action, a 2, whatnot. That means to target this creature in particular, you need to pay an extra. So if you have a spell that costs 3 mana, you have to spend the 3 on the spell and then 1 to get through the ward. Can be annoying, especially if you're not paying attention to what you're doing. Ooh, double rare pack. Clavileño, First of the Blessed, a legendary vampire cleric. That is a great name. Clavileño. We got us a little double-sided action. Actually, did we? No, I'm still looking. Obviously, look at that. That's going to be the Jurassic Park head. Caslam Stone Tree. And on the back, oop, we got a dinosaur, but it's one of them. We have a 5/5 Artifact Golem, Caslam Strider. And you see Craft with Cave. Let's see. Craft 5 that. You exile it, exile a cave, and then all of a sudden, this artifact comes back as this. Thank God for Arena, because they do it for you. We've got Izquinth, the firstborn of Gishath. That is a mouthful, but he's a cute, adorable little dinosaur. We've got the Earthshaker Dreadmaw, less adorable little dinosaur. Well, we're getting the dinos at least. Rampaging Ceratops. Yeah, he's cool looking. Brackish Blunder. Love that word. Dead Weight. The old -2/-2. Unlucky Drop. Greedy Freebooter. Creates a scry. It says right here, you look at the top card of your library, you either put it on the bottom or leave it on the top, which is different from Surveil, which you either leave it on top or put it in the graveyard. And create a treasure token, which you use as a mana of any color. Is this a foil? It is. We've got us a foil alt art mountain. I think it's a foil, and it is stunningly beautiful. And our art card, it is one of the gold stamped signatures. It is beautiful, and it is The Starving Revenant by Jorge Gutierrez Garcia. Jorge right there. I wonder if I could find him, see if he could sign Jorge right across there. Anyway, that is going to do it. God, Magic cards are beautiful. It was a pack. It was 2 days of beautiful artwork once again. And not all of it animated, or drawn, I should say. The antique cars, those are fun. I really, really enjoy those. Most of them I've never even heard of, unless I saw their cards previous to this. Thank you for the polls. Links to all the shoutouts down below. Also, make sure Leaf Fan Down Under, get them up to 700 subs, hopefully very soon, because they are awesome, they are fun, and they're a breath of fresh air whenever you need to just feel better about yourself. That's where you go. So thank you to everybody. Thank you for stopping by in the chat. Sorry, Barry, there is no gum. There was no Goldblum, unfortunately, but we did have about 16, 17 minutes of fun. So make sure down below the Thursday night lineup is going on. We will see you next time, everyone.